me about Cole Porter. Now, you were closer to Cole than almost anybody. There were only a handful of people as close to him as you. This was a great man, wasn't he?
Well, aside from a genius, a very humble man. I think, but so I found, Elliot, that the bigger they are, the nicer they are. You know that?
That's right.
And towards the end, I got to know Cole towards the end of his life, in just that 1 year, more than all the years that I had done the shows with him, because towards the end he sort of went into complete isolation in his apartment at the Waldorf Towers. He saw very few people. He never got over the fact that his leg had been amputated, and he had no desire to write. He had no desire to live anymore. He ate very sparingly, very little, you know. Never went out except to go to his home in Williamstown and come back, go into the apartment, just have a few people up for dinner, and that's all.
And that was sad because, you know, you speak about enjoying those shows. I always had the sense in any one of your shows that you were up there having a terrific time. And this came through, a sense of vitality and gusto and enjoyment. Well, with him, I had the same thing with Cole Porter, because he used to come into the theater when there was an opening in the Colonial. He'd come in after he had been crippled with all those braces on, sit down on an aisle seat, applauded every one of his own numbers. And laughed and had it was another man who had that sense of vital joy in the theater.
That was before the operation, though. And after the operation, forget it. He could not. He had a sort of a couch in his library, the Waldorf Towers, and it was the depth of, so that his legs would go out this way, you know, because he didn't want that leg to hang down. And I used to sit on the couch next to him, and I would put my legs out, and we'd both sit there together and talk. And he got the biggest kick out of that. One time, up to the day he died, I never let him know about this, but it was one of the shows, Red Hot and Blue, as a matter of fact.
Which opened here.
He was he was a very generous man. And he gave me as a Christmas gift, that Red Hot and Blue, a huge, well, a nice size painting. It wasn't huge, but it was a good size painting. And it was a barnyard scene, you know, roosters and chickens and everything else. And I brought it home to my apartment in New York, and it didn't sort of fit in with the decor of the apartment. So I gave it away. And do you know what I gave away?
What?
A Grandma Moses.
Oh.
Absolutely. And
he didn't even tell you what it was, huh?
Well, at that time, her work was not popular, but he was very fond of her, and of her drawings and her paintings. And his apartment was just, covered with them, from, you know, miniatures up to huge ones, you know. He just loved her work.
He must have been one of the first to recognize her.
I think he was. And, after he passed away, and I did a show, the Today Show in the morning, Abe Burrows and somebody else, and I made a plea. I checked all my relatives. Nobody took credit for receiving the Grandma Moses. I guess they'd be silly if they did, I don't know, but I could easily check that. But to whom I gave it to this day, I do not know, and I could kill myself.
It would have been a great memento, among other things.